Good.
Good morning. Today's lesson is about prove and applying theorems about angles. So we're going to talk about some specific type of angles, and we're going to show how we can prove this. This is basically the first and only lesson in this chapter about two-column proofs. Okay, the rest of you guys are good? So when we deal with our notes, we're going to be talking about a proof. In inductive reasoning, and that's basically the main point of geometry, we assume the hypothesis is true. Then we write a series of statements that lead to a conclusion. Now, you're going to start by just supplying the reasons. Eventually, you have to be able to do both parts. Each statement is accompanied by a reason that justifies it. The set of statements and the reasons are called a proof. All right. So this is your first step towards doing two-column proofs. Right. And we'll just leave it on while you're writing. And you've highlighted what you needed to highlight? You have your highlighter with you, Kelly?
No.
Anybody else not have their supplies? Besides Ryan? Yes, everybody has. She just does it in 2.10. All right, now, we have different types of proofs that we're going to deal with. The one that I'm most comfortable with is two-column proofs, but there are other types. Now, when we deal with this, we're going to first have any statement that can be proved true is called a theorem. So we've had postulates, which we assume are true. Now we're going to talk about a theorem. Okay, are we good? The first theorem we're going to talk about has a name, which is always good. Because since it has a name, you can use that name to prove. So later on, if you need to prove a statement and it's by the vertical angle theorem, you can just use that title, vertical angle theorem. And basically, all vertical angles are congruent. So if you look at this little picture here, these two are vertical angles, these two are vertical angles, and they are congruent. So here's your first one to write down.
You want us to draw the picture too?
Yes, I do want you to draw the picture, and I expect you to use your ruler. And if you want to get my ruler, it's sitting on the, you don't have to move that. It's just there on my. You had to put him on video, didn't you?
What's that?
We're taping class today.
Oh.
All right, so are we good? So anytime they give you a picture like this and you have vertical angles, you can just say they're congruent by this theorem. Now, when we have the column proof, and guys, we will practice this a lot, you will always have a list of given, things that you accept are true or they've given you as true. So you know they're usually from the hypotheses. And you want to prove the conclusion. So you'll have a given and prove. You will always include a picture, and that shows what you know. So when we do a two-column proof, there's lots of points available. The first thing you'll give me is the given and proof in the picture. There's 3 points right off the bat. Then we'll have a list of statements, and you'll have a list of reasons. Now, given can be a reason. Prove cannot be a reason. And we'll practice this as we go along. All right, so copy this down.